Hi guys, so I finally got to re-record the birthday look that got deleted, and I'm kind of happy because this one turned out far more glam. As you can see, my highlight can flag a plane. It is the MAC Hyper Real Glow palette in Flash and Awe. That's the name of the palette. I am absolutely obsessed with it. It gives every other palette a run for its money, and I didn't even use it wet. It gives so much more flash when you use it wet. So that's going to be the star of the show today. I was also really excited to use the new Pixie Diamond Gloss from AOA. So I did my lips before I did my cheeks and my highlights, so you will see that. But other than that, I hope you enjoy. And as always, please send or tag me in pictures that you used this look as an inspiration for. So enjoy, let me know what you think.
I'm starting with eyebrows for this look using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade in dark brown. The reason I'm starting with brows when I have nothing else on my face is this is going to give me a good frame so that I can adjust where I want the color to go and not go too high. If you have great eyebrows, you might not necessarily need to do eyebrows first, but as you can see, I don't have much, so this way I get a guide. Using the fluffiest brush you have and Sienna from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette, you're going to add your transition color into the crease. Really blend that out. You want it nice and soft. Next, you're going to use the Maybelline 24-Hour Waterproof Liner as a base with a shading brush on the entire lid. This is going to make it super dark and it really helps with not creasing. This stuff really doesn't move. You're also going to use it to line inside the waterline and slightly smudge out on the bottom lash line. Next, using the black eyeshadow from the palette named Noir, you're putting it everywhere with that same fluffy brush that had the transition color in it, patting it on and really blending that into the crease. Blend, blend, blend. That's the secret to this look, is getting the packed on color closest to the lash line and really blending up into the crease. I'm using the 217 by MAC here because I wasn't getting enough blending power with the soft brush, so I really wanted to push that shadow out and up into the crease. As you can see, I'm going to clean up all that fallout, but I'm not using makeup remover, I'm actually using moisturizer. It adds a little bit of extra moisture and it doesn't leave a residue. Adding a little bit more to my brows as I find they needed to be slightly more defined for this look. The Lustre drops from MAC are a great way to make even the most matte foundation look alive. I put it underneath my foundation and over my moisturizer and blend with the Beauty Blender where I want it to be. This way, I don't run the risk of getting oily. I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Foundation. I use this on my wedding day. I have super oily skin and this really stays matte all day. Of course, you're going to blend it out with the Beauty Blender to get that airbrushed look. If you notice, it doesn't look super matte because I put the Lustre drops underneath. If you'll notice, I also put some on my lips. I like to block out my lip color a little bit with the remaining foundation that's on the Beauty Blender. Next, concealer in NC20 from MAC. It's the Pro Longwear. I love it because it's a liquid that dries versus a creamy concealer that you need to set. I'm going to go ahead under the eye, on the cheekbones, a little bit of the nose and forehead, and then just underneath where my contour is going to be. Oh, and the Cupid's bow. Can't forget that. And then blend, blend, blend. Alright, so this next product, the Balm from Beautitude, is a Montreal-based company by two boss babes. This is actually a body oil that helps to nourish and give you a beautiful glow, but I started using it on my face. It's non-comedogenic, it only has about 5 ingredients, and I love it because it helps to sheer out the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. Otherwise, I find it's really hard to work with and way too thick. This way, I get a beautiful glow with a little bit of that sheen, and it's just a soft wash of color versus those harsh contour lines. If you notice, I'm also blending upwards. When you're doing your contour, don't blend down. It's just going to look muddy. Blend up into the cheekbones. Of course, sun drops again. Love these. I'm putting it basically over where I put them the first time, and I'm blending out with the Beauty Blender again. Again, it's about layering, getting a soft wash of color versus having lines of contour and highlight. I love this. This is from Shop Miss A. It's their banana powder. It is milled so fine. It's so beautiful. I want to put some under the eyes, pack a little extra on there in case you need to do any touch-ups on the eyes. Where the contour is, you can leave it. We're going to just go ahead and put the Hoola bronzer later on. You'll see it. Oops, got some on my huge lashes. And you'll put some in the middle as well. So everywhere that you had highlight, you're going to go ahead and put some of this stuff. Hoola bronzer is going where you had the contour. Look how pretty it is. This is really a staple in so many makeup artists' kit because it is so matte and so pretty, and it's not orange. Once you have your bronzer on, you can go ahead and remove the banana powder that was on the highlighted portions of your face. So I'm making this even smokier by putting more black shadow underneath the eye. I'm putting it on with a stiff brush, but then I'm going to blend it in with that soft brush we use for the dark shadow. Next, highlight. I'm using Vermette from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. I'm going under the brows and in the corner of the eye. I really wanted a nice focus of bright light in the middle, so that's why you're really seeing me putting it on with a stiff brush. Using Sienna, I'm putting it underneath the dark just to make it a little softer. Using my favorite Colossal Maybelline mascara, just adding a touch under the lashes so that they stick to my natural lashes, and packing it on underneath so that we get a nice balanced look. Lastly, my lips. You know my favorite, stone liner from MAC. I like to outline just on that light ridge outside the lip. I don't like to overline too much. Next up is MAC's Cream Cup Lipstick. I know I use this color a lot, but it was the perfect color to balance out this really dark smoky eye. Put that in there and really blend it in with the stone liner. We're not in the 90s anymore. We don't want a defined liner. Next is the Pixie Lip Gloss from AOA, Shop Miss A. I was so excited to put this on. Look how pretty it is that I forgot to do highlight and cheeks. I was pretty surprised about that, as you can see in the next frame. Yep, see, I forgot. I also put a dot of black when I did that. So Hyper Real Glow and Flash and Awe. This palette is, in my opinion, the best highlighter palette on the market right now. Better than the Amrezy, better than any of the Becca, any of that. Really, I'm obsessed with it. I'm using it dry and look how beautiful it is. I also go in with the Beauty Blender and really push it into the skin. This gives that more dewy effect versus a pronounced glow. See, I have that little bit of black. Oops. Beauty blenders, they fix everything. I'm also putting some a little bit above the eyebrow on the temple to give it a really ethereal feel. When you have such a smoky eye, you want to be able to balance. If you're going out, don't neglect your body. If you have your collarbone or your shoulders showing, definitely add a little bit of highlight there. I like to use the Beautitude Balm on my body first, and then I'll add the highlight after. Again, I forgot the blush, so I'm adding it here, just a bit of the Kiko Milano blush. So here you guys have it. I hope you love it. Please tag me in inspiration pictures and let me know what you want to see next.